Alright, this is a video showing Steam CD key issues with Mechwarrior Living Legends. Pretty much what this means is it won't authenticate right, and you'll just keep getting an error every time you play Mech Living Legends. You won't have this problem with Crysis Wars because most of the servers don't use Punkbuster, but the ones that do, it won't let you play. So what you gotta do is you come over to this page, this will be in the description, and pretty much if you go to the regular Crysis Wars and you can't connect to a Punkbuster enabled server, this is what you have to do to fix that if you're using Steam. So you'll go to your Steam apps, common, and then Crysis Wars folder, and then there'll be a install script.vdf file. I used Notebook++, or whatever it's called. The same thing that you use if you have a Hydra or anything from Razer. That's what I used. I don't know if any other one will work, but any text editor should work when you try to open it. So you go to it, and let me open this up. Try to get my CD key out of there. Alright, there you go. Right there. It'll say default in parentheses, and then it'll say percentile, CD key percentile. And you have to go to your Steam, go to Crysis Warhead, right click, view game CD key. And then it'll come up and say Crysis Warhead right there. And then it'll have a CD key. You can hit copy to clipboard, come back over here, just highlight it, leave the quotation marks, but take out the percentile, CD key, percentile, and then just paste it. And then after every fourth letter, you have to go back and put in a hyphen, otherwise it won't work for anything. Like, you can't even play the regular matches, and then it'll be freaky. I was freaking out. I thought I had to reinstall it, but it worked because I had to go back and put hyphens in it. Actually, what happened, I went Crysis Wars, I went to a multiplayer match, it said failed to authenticate when I went to a Punkbuster server, and then it said, do you want to edit your CD key? So you have to go back and put dashes in between them. It'll say your CD key right, but it won't authenticate right because there's no dashes. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. But anyway, you come back, you put your CD key right there, do a file save, and then you should be able to run it. And it won't do authenticate, failed 3, whatever, because that was annoying. It took me like a day and a half to do this, and I didn't look to see if anybody else had video. So if anybody else that already did this has this video up, sorry, but I felt this was a need to know something on there. Yeah, right there, text editor notepad. So you don't need anything special. I just saw that. I skim read, so any of y'all that actually want to read all this can. But I'm pretty much posting what you gotta do. After that, I don't think you can run it from Steam with Crysis Wars. You have to go launch the Mech Living Legends launcher itself. Because last time I tried it, I think it had a fail. But anyway, it should still work. You should be able to go to the Mech Living Legends launcher as long as you're completely up to date with all your files. Which I think right now, on 10/20/2011, it's 0.5.2 is the version for Mech Living Legends. So, that should be it. Everything else should work. This is for Steam users only, as a side note. Anybody else that's having a problem with servers, you need to contact whoever you got it from, or maybe do this. I mean, maybe the way that you installed it, it didn't do the CD key right. I don't know. But anybody that's not using Steam has to have a box with the CD key, which sucks. That's why I use Steam now. But that's how you gotta fix it, because the way they do it, it still fails. So do that, and if that doesn't work, just keep looking around. But that's what worked for me. So pretty much anybody else using Steam, that should fix it, because this is what everybody's been saying. So good luck. I'll see you in game.